Hey, what's going on, Agents for Life? Matthew Wilson here, host of this podcast. I'm grateful that you're here. This is podcast number 301, and we're going to talk about confidence, a topic I haven't touched on very much. But before we do, my mic drop thought for the week. Ready for this? I love this. I found this is a guy, a friend of mine that I've never met, who's on Facebook, and he's a business coach. And he says, he posted this. It made me stop in my scrolling and go, whoa, hold on. The room went silent momentarily. The strongest version of us is buried under the habits we are unwilling to break. And so it got me thinking, what are my habits that I don't want to break, that I want to hang on to, my bad habits that I want to hang on to? Like, why would you want to hang on to a bad habit? Because it's fun, because I like it, because I'm used to it, because it's comfortable. There's a lot of reasons, right? But it keeps you from being your strongest version of yourself. It keeps you from your true potential. It might be a vice, it might be an addiction, it might be snoozing the alarm. I talked about that. It might be, getting into the gym or eating right, or maybe not working as hard as we should, or distractions. I mean, there's so many things, right? Maybe it's anger management issues. I don't know. You might have a bad habit or two. And those habits, as long as you're unwilling to break them, will keep you from being the best version of yourself. In fact, I've always been a believer that we're born as children of God. We've got it. All we have to do is peel back these layers that we have collected in our childhood and in our early young adulthood, and the shell and the labels. We've got to peel those off to reveal what's underneath, the true version of ourselves. And that's deep down inside. Already, you are, as a child of God, planted with seeds of greatness. And at some point in your life, you stop believing in yourself and in that. And you got to get back to it. That takes me to our thought for the week, which is confidence. So a lot of times, because of our shells and because of the habits and the things that we have, we lack confidence, especially if you're a newer agent. Maybe you can relate to this, right? Your first appointment, a little scary, and you're showing up, and you're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what is, what if they say they have cancer? What if they say they had a heart attack 2 years ago? Like, I don't know how to handle things, right? And I didn't either. You should have seen me in my first appointments. Kid you not, okay? When I started doing policy reviews, they'd pull a policy out. They'd say, here's my policy. I'd take it because I was doing face-to-face appointments, and I'd look at it. And I'd start thumbing through, like, you know, turn the pages, and I'm talking to them. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I still remember. And I'm like nodding my head, looking at a bunch of words and numbers. It might have been Chinese characters, and I wouldn't make any difference. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, thank you. Yeah, looks great. Hand it back to them. Had no idea what I just looked at. I'm sure there were some things that I probably could have caught that I could have brought to their attention because I did several of them that way. Now, over time, I started realizing, oh, this means this and this means that, and I got better and better because I didn't stop. And that's the point I want to make about confidence is at first, most of us, it's very natural to lack confidence. So if you're feeling that, you know what? Welcome to Earth and welcome to humankind. Okay? Get out of it. Don't stay there by doing a lot. There's some things you can do as well in the meantime. I'll talk about that in a second. But when you first get started, the number one thing you need is a massive amount of activity. Don't worry about sales, don't worry about clothes. Just get in front of a lot of people. Shoot, talk to your mailman. Can I do a quick appointment? Somebody, an Amazon delivery guy. Do you need life insurance? I don't know. Just get whoever you can to give you 5 minutes and run a quick appointment and just do a whole bunch of them. Humans are everywhere. Last I checked, there is no shortage of humans in the world. Okay. We're everywhere. If you go outside your house and look around or walk up and down the street a little bit, you're going to see people. Okay. Yet sometimes we just make this too hard. And like I had a guy that bought something off of me from Craigslist, and he comes and picks it up. And I just said, you know what? I'm a life insurance agent. Do you need any? Like it was the worst sales pitch ever. And he's like, oh, actually, I was thinking about getting some. Yeah, he took my card. He's going to get back to me. I mean, maybe not, but I pushed myself. I said, I'm just going to ask, why not? Why, if you went around 100 people a day and just said, "Do you need life insurance?" Hi, you don't know me. My name's Matthew. Do you need life insurance? No? Okay. And that's your script. You know what? If you did that 100 times a day, you'd probably write one or two policies. I don't know. Somebody prove me wrong. But I'm just saying activity kills any seeds of doubt. That's where you get confident just by doing it. Don't think. Do you remember the movie Maverick, Tom Cruise, right? He has this famous quote in the movie Maverick. He says, "Don't think, just do." Right? Just do. And you get up in the air, you've got split second. You spend time thinking, you're going to be dead. You just go. Natural instincts, right? Right? Make a decision and make it right. So confidence, right? Oh, I don't know if this person's going to buy from me. I don't know if this is the right type of lead. I don't know if it's the right lead campaign. How many leads should I be getting? When should I dial? I don't know. I don't know. You can I don't know yourself to death and not make a dime. Or you can say, you know what? I don't care. Change your I don't know to I don't care. I'm just going to do it, and maybe I'll be all wrong. Maybe my upline manager will say, "You dialed at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, let's don't do that." You can course correct. You can find out you did something that wasn't a good idea and fix it because you're in motion, right? So confidence comes from just taking action. So my first bit of advice is don't think, just do. I'm going to subscribe to the Maverick point of view and the Maverick mindset. Don't think, just do. Okay? Because activity will help you conquer your lack of confidence. Okay. But the second thing, you can fill in the gap with a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of energy, a little bit of humor. Just be a cool person. Be fun. Say something offbeat a little bit. Compliment somebody on something if you're on an appointment or if you're hearing something in the background. Stop and talk about it. Like, don't be so scripted and so robotic that you can't roll up your sleeves a little bit and let your hair down. You got to have fun doing this. And you can laugh. I've had dial sessions where, where I'm, more on my game because I'm just relaxed. I'm not worried about making a sale. Okay, this is where we get caught up because we want to make a sale. Well, when we want to make a sale, who's it all about? It's about me, right? Because I got to get a commission. I got to make some money. Well, that's all true. But when you make it about you, guess what happens? They don't make it about them because you're making it about you. There's no room left to do both. You have to make it about them. Okay. And if you're making it about them, you're trying to help them. So you're not nervous because you're trying to help them. If you're nervous, it's because you're too much thinking about yourself and not about them. You drive by somebody that's stranded on the side of the road and needs help. Are you nervous offering help? No, you're not because you're trying to help them, right? So same thing here. If we go in and we're just completely focused on the customer, takes the nerves down, right? We're not in it for us. We're just trying to help people. Your income is a byproduct of doing the right thing. So your confidence will come. But be yourself in the meantime. If you're a little nervous and you don't have that confidence, you can cover it up with some energy, with some enthusiasm, with a little bit of humor, and just, you know what? Your presentation is not a TED Talk. So it's okay. There's millions and millions of humans all around you. There's going to be another one. And we're in a virtual world. And if you're in some podunk town in backwoods Kentucky and your closest neighbor is 12 miles away, guess what? We're connected through the internet. You have access to the entire United States. There's 300, 400 million people that are eligible for what we sell. There's going to be another opportunity, I promise. So don't stop, okay? And don't worry too much about messing up a sale. Just get going. That confidence will come. The courage, right? You need to muster up the courage. Courage, by the way, isn't the absence of fear. I love this quote. It's not the absence of fear. It is moving forward in spite of the fear. You can force yourself to do things. I jumped out of two perfectly good airplanes so far in my life. Took a little courage. I forced myself to do it. I said, I'm going to do it. And I did it. I moved my arms and legs to the edge of the seat and I moved followed the instructions and I went. Did I want to? Everything in my body was like, you might not. This is, yeah, a little bit, woo, right? So you can force yourself to do things. You can dial, you can pick up the phone and push the numbers. You can get on appointments. You can do as many as you want. You can be a top leader in on the leaderboard in this business if you're willing to do the effort and make the work over and over and over until you get there. It's all about activity, guys, at the end of the day. Confidence comes with activity. Courage sparks the activity. You can be courageous and do the activity because you create courage. But in the meantime, show up and have fun. Just be yourself. Don't beat yourself up. You're going to make mistakes. Laugh, write it down, and put it in the book with the rest of us. We're writing a book together. We all have our stories, right? And someday we're going to publish this book, sit around a campfire, and tell fun stories as life insurance agents about when we were brand new and we still sucked because we all do when we're starting out. So, welcome to the club. And if you've got some fun stories, share them, but laugh them off. Guys, we're just here to have a good time, relax a little, muster up the courage, and the confidence is going to come. But I hope this has been helpful. If you're overthinking things, or you're being too hard on yourself, or too rigid, or it has to be a certain way, or else I'm going to fail, any kind of a thought, polarizing thought like that, get it out of your mind. It's an imperfect business. Relax a little, have some fun along the way, laugh, crack some jokes. I don't know, break some rules. Who cares? I give you permission. It's going to be okay, right? You'll figure it out. Anyways, I thank you for listening to me ramble a little bit about confidence and courage and some of these things that are some of the non-tangibles of our business because they're important too. And I hope it's helpful to some of you. And yeah, I will see you around. So next bad appointment that you have, post about it. We'll all have a good laugh, and I'll do the same. All right, talk to you next week.